Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Microfrontend series. So in this video we are going to talk about what is Microfrontend and what is different between module federation Microfrontend versus single SPA Microfrontend. So now the question is, what is Microfrontend and why we need to use that. So Microfrontend is way of breaking frontend apps, big frontend apps into the smaller independent mini apps. What does it mean? So it's mean imagine you're working on the big application, for example Amazon, where you have the product listing, user management, like different user role. You have customer, seller, delivery partners, and many more. And you have very big payment flow, add to card, and different kind of thing. So now imagine you just have one code base where thousands of developers working together, and one developer push the code, another developer face the conflicts, and one developer push something buggy code and which break the whole application. So you don't want that. So it's helps company to do the faster development. For example, multiple teams working separately on a big app. You have team for the product listing, you have the team for the user management, you have separate team for the payment flow, and also it's allow teams to choose their own technology. For example, payment team want to work on the React, and the user management team want to choose Vue.js and different technologies. So they can work on the different, they can choose a different framework, they can have the different deployment environment, they can deploy their things separately. So at the end they are all work together to serve a single app to the user, but they have all the things separately, independently, deployment, code base, and framework. So now thing is how you can create micro frontend app. So there is many way to do that, but two most popular ways: first is using module federation things, and second way is by using single SPA framework. They both have their own purpose, their own use. So let's start with single SPA. What is single SPA framework? So single SPA is a framework for orchestrating multiple micro frontend apps into the single page on the browser. It just let us to run different apps like React.js, AngularJS, Vue, and any other framework, front-end framework, into the single page. So it has on routing. It just unmount the app. You can say it has the on lifecycle method, and you can think single SP as a manager who decide which app have to serve on the particular page. So where we can use that single SPA, we can use that where we want centralized routing, because it's as on routing. We have the single SPA router and the thing which manage the whole routing for the all microfrontend we have. And second, where we want multiple framework like React, Angular, other frameworks into the one single app, so you can use that. So now what is module federation and how it's different from single SPA microfrontend, and what is the benefit of using module federation for building microfrontend apps? So module federation is just a Webpack file which is a build time and runtime module sharing mechanism. So in the module federation we have one root application where the multiple mini microfrontend apps you used to dynamically import, and without like we don't have any npm package publishing, we don't have any iframe, user iframe. It just a thing where it's serve multiple mini apps dynamically by importing dynamically with the help of Webpack. So now the question is, why we use module federation in our normal micro frontend application, and where, in which case we can use that. So module federation is very extremely fast. It's just like your normal application, like you are building app with the help of React, Angular, Vue.js. It's just like that. It just import your multiple mini apps dynamically into the one root application with the help of Webpack and at the runtime. So it's very extremely fast as compared to single SPA, and just similar, having the similar performance and the similar you can say the time complexity as compared to your normal framework app. And now the question is, where, in which case we can use that. So for example, let's say you are building an application where you have admin panel, user panel, multiple things where the component, and most of the things like UI are and logic is the same, just having the smaller and you can say the one two model different. So in that case you can use module federation, where you can share logic and component between two different application. One is admin panel app and another is user panel app. And you can also say you have multiple software where the UI you want to like you want same UI in multiple app, you want to share the logic between multiple applications. The key difference is just a single SPA user event. You want multiple independent apps which have their own framework deployment process. You want them together into one shell application. And module federation is used when where you have different 2-3 apps with this similar framework, similar you can say the architecture. So you want the code sharing and other thing logic sharing between those apps, so you can use the module federation thing, which is very fast as compared to single SPA.